name is Bailey Carpenter, and this is my presentation for the Senior Portfolio Capstone College of Arts and Humanities 389 presentation. So today I want to go through the steps that Johnny Bunko himself taught me with his 6 career secrets. My journey to graduation through the liberal arts and humanities. How the adventures of Johnny Bunko shed light on my college career thus far. The 6 secrets no one ever told you gave me a huge insight on things that I never knew about my college career so far, as well as what I have to go. How each secret has worked in my favor and not, and what I have gained from those experiences, as well as how he taught me to recognize these 6 secrets as useful tools for not only my past as well as my future. There have been some ups and there have been some downs. The first rule of career management is there is no plan. This is something I had to learn the hard way, considering my plans changed a bit throughout my college career this far. After working my hardest, I did terribly in my first 2 quarters at Central doing the biology pre-vet degree. I figured out pretty quickly this wasn't for me, and even though I worked really hard and didn't slack off, it just didn't end up being what was right for me. As you can see here, my fall quarter of 2017, D+, C+, term GPA 2.3, yikes. And then winter quarter of 2018, it repeated for fall, B, C+, C, GPA 2.3, yikes, again. What I learned from that was the second thing from Johnny Bunko's book. The second rule of career management is think strengths, not weaknesses. So I needed to find something that would suit me, something that I wanted to do as a future career, and something that I felt confident in with my current abilities as my strengths, and something that I could forget my weaknesses on. I had thought about this before, but until this moment, I had never realized how much I had wanted to do the English language and literature teaching program. So in spring 2018, I changed my major from biology pre-vet to English language and literature teaching in the hopes of becoming an English professor. My spring quarter of 2018, as you can see, A-, B, term GPA 3.7. I'd say a pretty big improvement. I started to feel a lot more confident after that. Some of my best experiences in the education department taught me valuable lessons. The third rule of career management is it's not about you. I experienced an absolutely life-changing opportunity in the fall of 2019 when I went to do a K-12 practicum in Mattawa, Washington. I had my concerns about approaching this new program, and I wasn't sure I was ready. I wasn't sure if it was something for me, and I was worried that I wouldn't be good at it. But once I did that, my entire fall quarter, from start to finish, I realized that it isn't about me. Being a teacher and being a professor is going to be not just about me, but about my students. And this K-12 experience taught me how important it is to know how to teach, as well as what you're teaching. As you can see here, it also taught me valuable skills to use in my future career as a higher education professor, and I'll never forget the experience and I'll cherish it forever. Because of my accelerated graduation time, I figured out some things. The fourth rule of career management is persistent trumps talent. After a bit of a rocky start in fall and winter quarter of my first year at Central, I worked really hard in spring and I really pulled up my grades once I switched my major. But I figured out that if I continued this in the same timely manner that I wasn't going to make it to graduation on time for my goals. So I took 15 credits, a full load, for summer of 2018, which was about 7 weeks. No, my GPA wasn't as good as I wish it could have been, but I'm not going to be too unhappy with the 3.0 considering I accomplished a lot in a very short amount of time. I figured out pretty quickly that persistent trumps talent, and having a goal and meeting it was important. Sometimes things are out of your control and they help you make some of the best mistakes. The fifth rule of career management is make excellent mistakes. I learned this kind of the hard way. In the fall of 2018, I suffered a traumatic brain injury through an accident in which I suffered a severe concussion. And looking back on it now, in hindsight, I probably would have taken a hardship withdrawal if I knew what I knew now, because that was a really hard quarter for me and I struggled a lot. But I discovered that in moving forward with my life, I kept up with my goals, even if I didn't get everything I would have wanted to do. I still made progress. As you can see here, fall quarter 2018, B minus, D plus. Turn GPA 2.2, big yikes. I made the mistake of not taking the hardship withdrawal due to my injury, but I learned that although it was a mistake, I gained things from it and I learned better and I know my limitations now, which taught me some really valuable skills in who I am as a person, as well as how I manage my career. At some points, things do get better. The sixth and final rule of career management is leave an imprint. Once I started to get back to my normal self in the winter of 2019, winter quarter, as well as spring quarter, I realized that I was where I was meant to be, and I knew that I could leave an imprint because I was passionate about the subject I was learning, I cared, and I worked as hard as I could to make my goals happen. Once I started to get back to myself and recover, I felt this newfound sense of clarity, and I was so happy that I was continuing the program, and I also did a summer class that summer as well, in which I did very well in. But for my spring and winter quarter of 2019, I got a 3.2, and then I improved it to a 3.3, which feels really good. I soon realized during this sweet spot that I was indeed where I needed to be. And that's the last career secret that Johnny Bunko has taught me and what I've been able to reflect on. In conclusion, what I've gathered in my time gaining skills in courses within the arts and humanities is, even though I had some setbacks, some advantages is some good and some bad times, I'll never ever forget my experience here, and I'm so happy, excited, and ready for my future, especially knowing that I was able to accomplish my goal of graduating with my bachelor's degree at age 20. Moreover, I feel happy and grateful for the knowledge and experiences of the time at Central, as well as gaining my liberal studies, arts and humanities major, as well as my minor in English language and literature. And I'm so excited for the future, and I am super, super grateful for all the things that